It's a CH Saturday. Mike Lindsley with you here. It's all brought to you by CH Insurance. They're in your corner every day, every way. Log on to chinsurance.cc and ask about group benefits and commercial insurance daily. They are, of course, a 5-star company at CH Insurance and a proud supporter of the program. I cut years down on this show. I went way younger for the Father's Day weekend. We bring in John Sereno Jr. and Alyssa Convertino, Dad's weekend, but I'm bringing in the kids. How are you guys?
Good.
Good.
Thanks for having us.
Good. Thanks for having us. How are you?
No doubt. Fine here. And obviously love your dads, and they come on most weeks. But obviously Joe Jr. coming back from across the pond. We're giving John a weekend off from painting. So we're going to do it here, Dad's weekend with the kids. And John, I'll start with you. Just kind of getting into roles with the company. You know, how long have you been there? You joined the team. What kind of perked some interest? And if you want to dive into the CH team, we've been really focusing on that cornerstone of community that's been highlighted, those 4 cornerstones the last couple of weeks. Why don't you get into your role and, how long you've been with the group?
Yep. So I joined in 2022 in July. So I'm going on my second year right now. Right now, I handle the claims and bonds in the office. So I work very closely with our clients when it comes to any claim issues that they're having or any possible losses that they think they may have. But really, I'm learning a lot right now, and I still got a whole bunch more to learn.
Perfect. Alyssa, how about your role and kind of how long you've been with the company as well?
Yeah, so I am in the personal lines department, personal lines team leader. I've kind of built my way up to that role. I have been here for 6 years now.
Already? Wow.
Yeah, is kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah. Well, I know I see sometimes the anniversaries float up, and it goes like so quick. One person hit 3 and then I see another one and it's 5 already from, even a couple of years ago. And you guys, have been on with me now a year already. Mm-hmm. So I see them come up all the time. You guys probably know that one of my very, very dear friends from high school works for your company, David Graham. This is your time to throw darts, throw apples at him, tomatoes. No, I'm just kidding. But David's a good dude and speaks highly of you guys. And I know he loves working with you. But Dave and I, we go way back a long, long way.
Yeah, that's great. Dave's awesome.
Yeah. So, one thing that has been, and David and I talked about this a lot in our segment a few weeks back, is the making insurance fun part, right? But there's a lot of the inside stuff, right? Inside the walls for your guys' role and everybody else too. There's the insurance, but then there's the people part, there's the operations part, there's everything that goes into it. Can you start, Alyssa, with a little bit of that? I mean, you're remote in Florida. You got some people at the CH headquarters, as I'm told, in Syracuse. Can you get into kind of the fun aspect and the team, group, which also goes outside the walls and it shows about CH in the community as well?
Yeah, no, I definitely think everyone in the office works hard, plays hard. We do a lot of stuff, outside of work as far as like team bonding, once or twice a year. We do happy hours, stuff like that to keep the group kind of together and trying to do fun stuff. Cause people think insurance is boring, but I think we have a great group of people. So we do make it fun for each other.
John, how about you? What do you think of that?
I agree with her. I mean, me being in the office every day, it's definitely high energy in here. Music playing.
Our dads are both high energy. So
yeah, they're both very high energy. It's never
so that
quiet.
definitely helps.
One is far higher than the other one. They're both high energy, but one is far higher, and I'm not.
Yeah.
Not
so he likes to keep things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What kind of? All right. So what kind of music plays in the background? Are there rules? I mean,
it's mostly rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
Mostly rock.
Okay.
Yep, and the stations that play his commercials, he's got to hear himself. Got to turn the volume all the way up.
Got to have those. So, like, you're talking. Is it a blend? Is it classic rock for the older group? Is it alternative rock for
it's a little blend of both.
Okay.
Yeah, a little blend of both.
Okay, a blend of both. All right. Well, Alyssa Convertino is with us here along with John Sereno Jr. for a CH Saturday. One of the big things that young people are looking at today, because it's different. I mean, you're both probably about 20 years or so younger than I am. And I remember coming out of college, and even though there are a lot of things that are similar, you come out, you grind, you get your job, okay, you're always kind of looking at the future, I think, right? I mean, that's something that's really similar, no matter what ages, what you are and generations and decades. I mean, as time goes on, if you're in your early 20s, you're looking at maybe late 20s, early 30s where you're going to be. And you're in your 30s, you look at the early 40s. And I know both John and Joe, especially, they're both into the future and into change and adapting and all that. So how can you two best explain the future of CH Insurance? As you sit here now and you're working, and you kind of envision some things for 2025 and 6 and 7 and beyond. How do you see the future, going with CH Insurance? If you want to start on that, John.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of big changes. I think there's going to be a lot more. I mean, we did come out with this thing called CSR 24. So that's going to be able to help our clients be able to look at their policies, get an ID card or a cert or anything like that right on their phone. They don't have to call us. They can do it themselves. It makes it a lot easier for the client to get whatever they're looking for.
Yeah.
I think one thing too that's great about CH, every single time I do these segments and we kind of talk about the development. It's like I look up at social media and there's another program, there's another platform, there's another idea and innovative way to do things. Alyssa, is that exciting for you as well? I mean, on the day to day, it's kind of knowing what lily pad to jump on next.
Yeah, no, it's great, and they're really great about being so open to change, and so I think it's exciting.
One of the final things I wanted to talk to you both about is, kind of how you grew up. Obviously you got the Central New York ties. I know, Alyssa, you're in Florida, and John, you're in Central New York. We finally have a 82 or 3 degree day today, so I can't wait to get some sun. But
nice.
Kind of talk a little bit about childhood. High school, music, sports. What did you both do? Alyssa, why don't you start?
I did sports through high school. I did a lot of travel basketball, and my dad was my coach, so that was fun. So yeah.
3-point shooter, point guard. No, yeah, okay.
Which is I still played.
Everybody shoots the threes these days. John, what'd you do? All-star golfer or what?
No, I'm not that good at golf yet. But I played a lot of basketball growing up. I played football for a couple of years, but it was mostly basketball. Went to CNS.
Yep. And Alyssa, you were FM, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So the schools played. I don't know how much of a rivalry it is now, right? But it's since I went, the classes and everything, it's so different with moving up and moving down. I think we were AA when I was there. It might have been A for a year, but then AA. I don't even know what everybody is now. But was Fayetteville mainly a CNS? Was that kind of a thing? I know it was more probably FM and I don't know. I guess probably a CBA, JD, that kind of area too, right? Depending on the class. But was there a AA rivalry when you were in high school, the two of you with FM and CNS?
I wouldn't say a rivalry.
I don't think so.
We didn't play too often with each other. I'd say our biggest rival was probably Henniger or Nottingham.
Okay. All right. Do you remember your rival, Alyssa? Do you remember those days?
I remember CNS had that Brianna Stewart.
Oh, great player.
And we played against her, and I just remember she was so tall.
Yeah. I remember, so I'll tell you a quick Bree Stewart story. So I covered high school sports for a long time and, in a lot of my local radio days. And I remember going to a couple of events with Bree, and she's so good with the kids and would always come back and, sign autographs and all this sort of thing. But I was covering high school sports when she was, in high school, and she was being obviously recruited by 7 million colleges. She decided to go to UConn. And I remember I was there for a boys game. And she was just messing around, John, in the gym, right? Just shooting. Yeah. She shot 15, 20 shots in a row from 3, just made every single one with her eyes closed.
Yeah.
And it was just
it's crazy.
You just kind of look, and you look at someone like that, you're like, yep. You just kind of know, Yeah. And Gatorade Player of the Year and the jersey. And you could argue she's also the greatest women's college basketball player of all time. When you look at the Final Fours, you look at the championships, you look at the points, the accolades, and the pressure, going to a place like UConn and exceeding the hype, which is pretty remarkable. In closing, Alyssa, why don't you start, and then John, you can follow up here. When you hear people talk about CH Insurance, what do you hope they say about the company and about you as a team? What do you hope they say about you?
I hope that they say that we're in their corner, and that's what we want to be.
All right. Good answer. John, what do you hope that they say?
I hope that they say that they get good service from us and that they don't want to be with anyone else as their insurance agent.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. By the way, Alyssa, I did get a phone call bright and early from your dad this morning, pumping me up for the segment. So,
Oh yeah.
It was a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah. After he traveled for so long, I'm like, aren't you going to be tired? He's like, nope. Getting right up.
No.
Mikey,
How he does it.
it's a big day for you. You got
Yeah.
the kids on. I'm pumping you up. It's 7 a.m. I went to bed early last night. Mikey, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. You know, you got Mikey. You can't spell, champ without CH. You know, it's
Yeah. We heard it all too.
I've been working on my Joe Jr. impression, but I got to get working on it better. All right, look, this was awesome. CHinsurance.cc. They are in your corner every day, every way. Make sure you log on today. Group benefits, I should say, commercial insurance, and a heck of a lot more. Alyssa Convertino from Florida, John Sereno Jr. from Central New York. Thank you both. Enjoy Dad's weekend. We do want to thank the dads out there. Obviously, all three of us have some special ones, so pretty cool to bring you both on, and we'll have to do it again soon. John, I'll see you on the golf course next, okay?
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on.
Bye.